The performance audits are typically associated with government agencies. As we are looking into this government accountability office, these performance audits are typically associated with government agencies at all levels, as most government bodies receive federal funding. So that is the reason they have to undergo this performance audit. Okay. Now let's see what is the requirement in the performance audit. There are certain reporting requirements. The performance audit provides objective analysis findings. And now I'm going to give you only those important points, because as you see the study material, it is very difficult to just read from beginning to end, but we need to go through that once. But we need to also identify those important points which are necessary for our learning. Why we are learning now, we are not going to do any audit there. We need to pass the exam. So that is our goal. Our goal is to how to clear the exam. So just concentrate on those important points which are necessary, which I have already done it for you. So when you go through the Excel sheet, I have done certain important points here. The reporting requirements for the performance audit. Let me go here. Reporting requirements performance audit. So the performance audit provides objective analysis, findings and conclusions to assist management and TCWG. TCWG means those charged with governance. We are not going to read the full term, because in auditing, right from the first chapter till the fourth chapter, we will be going through this terminology. TCWG meaning those charged with governance. So the performance audit provides objective analysis, findings and conclusion to assist management and those charged with governance. These are all the points what are available in the study material, which I have formed out as a point. Okay, you can go through Excel, then you can see here. Then the reporting requirements are to improve program performance, improving program performance functions, then reducing the cost, facilitating decision making, and contributing to public accountability. Wherever it is a government related thing, it all the end thing is to they are accountable to the public. So it is contributing to public accountability. These are all reporting requirements. Reporting requirements of performance audit concentrates on these areas. They are performance audit provides objective analysis, findings and conclusion to assist management and those charged with governance. Then improving the program performance functions. These are all reporting requirements. Then reducing the cost. Where and all they can reduce the cost, because in major programs they receive awards and programs, and it involves a lot of money. As we saw, there is $750,000 they need to expend. So only those they are eligible for single audit. Likewise, they have to even reduce the cost. Then facilitating decision making, and then contributing to public accountability. Then objectives. The performance audit, they have not discussed at length. Whatever it's related to our exam point of view are all taken in the form of notes. Then what is the objectives of performance audit? The objectives of performance audit varies, but in general, they are program effectiveness and result audit objectives. Then internal control audit objectives, compliance audit objectives, then prospective analysis audit objectives. I just taken mnemonics PACP picture in picture. You can just say understand or remember in any way. PACP could be there could be some MCQ based on the objectives of performance audit. They could have given out of these four any three and one from outside. So you need to just know program effectiveness and result audit objectives, internal control audit objectives, compliance audit objectives, and prospective analysis audit objectives. You just see here, performance audit objectives vary widely. These are all the 4 points. Then there is something called the fieldwork requirements. It is in the form of a paragraph. I've just taken a note. The fieldwork requirements of performance audit objectives conducted in accordance with GAGAs. What is GAGAs? Generally accepted government auditing standards. Since we are dealing through this government audit, they are subject to GAGAs, not GAS. So the auditor generally go through GAS, generally accepted auditing standard. But for government entities, they have to undergo even one more. This is GAS plus GAGAs, generally accepted government auditing standards. So the fieldwork requirements also would be based on what the GAGAs requires us to do. So what are all the fieldwork requirements for performance audit? They are first planning the audit, then conducting the engagement, supervising the staff, obtaining sufficient appropriate audit evidence, and then preparing audit documentation. These are all in general, if you say these are all the objectives in any normal audit. So planning the audit, conducting the engagement, supervising the staff of the person who is conducting the audit, because they will be having a lot of engagement personnel, not only just an auditor, he will be having some other members with him. They are all called as engagement team members. So the auditor has to supervise the staff. So planning the audit, conducting the engagement, supervising the staff, then obtaining sufficient and appropriate audit evidence, then preparing audit documentation. These are all the fieldwork requirements in case of performance audit. Just make a note of this. This will be very important for you from exam point to even for an MCQ or even in case of simulation where they would ask you to select